Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 16 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to do the third floor, the railings, the windows and the doors right here. So now we're gonna continue working on this. So what I want to do is create the extrusion right here, but first we want to edit this boundary so that it's all the way to the end right here. It's actually on the end, so I just want to double check if it's really at the end. So it's all flush, so it looks like it's all flush, but in this instance it feels like it's extruded there. So once everything is good, I believe here it's at the back right here that is extruded. We need to pull it all the way to the back and then click finish. So everything is flush right now. And then we go to south elevation. I want to do the first one right here on this side. So I'm gonna do actually from the ground, or level 1 is good enough. So here I'm gonna do model in place, generic model, and then here I'm gonna do an extrusion, select, pick lines right here, click finish. Actually not yet. We need to create the extrusion part, but we still need to clean it up for sure. So I'm gonna trim this, delete this, trim again on this side and then this side, and then this is just, let's put it at 500 all the way around. That's the offset that we're gonna set for this, so that it's all and then 200 for the extrusion here, and then let's change the material. Here we're gonna choose gypsum, but we're going to duplicate selected material, and you can change the name. I'm just gonna put it white 1. Apply OK, and then here fillet arc. Let's put this one fillet arc right here, and then let's set it to 700. It's good enough. 700 is there. Make sure this is 500. Okay, so this one looks good. I'm gonna pull it, click finish, go to 3D so that you can see how it looks, and then we should pull it up somewhere right here. So don't worry, we're still going to edit this because we're still gauging where it is located. So I'm going to align it from this part right here to this, and then from below here right there. And then now we're going to just edit this again, edit extrusion, go to level 1, and then of course we're going to pull it out. There we go. Click finish, and then now everything looks consistent. We have this look right here, and then what we're going to do is we're gonna create something that will be all the way right here on this side. And then as you can see here, I want to make sure everything is flush. And then maybe we can change the look right here as well. So I'm going to have one going around here, so we will need to add this one, and then it will flow around here. So let's go back to level 2 now. Actually, we're going to do level 2, and then we're going to do the same thing. So create an extrusion. It's going to be wide again, and then it's just on this side. So we discussed 500 to be consistent on all. Trim and extend. Actually, we don't have there. Trim and extend right there. TR, and then here fillet arc. This is 700, so we need to be consistent. And then if we check it now, click finish and 3D, it needs to go down a bit, align it below and align below right there, and align it here and then align it there. But as you can see, it's not looking good. We need to pull it a bit backwards or from the top, because this is actually going here. I just noticed my mistake, but we could always fix that, right? What I usually do is align it first there and then here. So now we have this. We could extend this. The good thing about model in place, we could always change it right there. And then now we need the same thing, another extrusion, but for level 3. So here we need to be creating another extrusion, and then we need to go from here. It's going to be a lot bigger basically, and then trim this one, and then here, and then just to be sure, we need an offset of 500 so that it's consistent with the other. I'm gonna do it like that, do it here, delete this one right here. This is supposed to be 500, supposed to be 500 right there. Trim and extend, and then we need to close it off. Fillet art this. We need to be in 700. Click finish, go to 3D to check. We need to pull it all the way up. So I'm gonna align it, AL. And then right here. From the top, we could actually do it like that, but it really depends on the design. I'm going to have a circular design here later on. We could make it consistent with different ones, but for now, let's do it like this. And then we could create the circular part right here, or even we could make it 200 as well for the extrusion to be consistent on all of them. Okay, so I also like this design right here. And then if we go to south elevation, we could do an extrusion now that will create another one, pick a plane. And then here we could do this first. And then we could have this one as 700, and then we could create something here. And then fillet arc here. I'm seeing 400. And then here 400 as well. And then here, what I want to do is create something like this. Trim and extend. SL first, so split this first. And then TR, trim and extend here. And then here. And then we might do it something like that. Let's do 300 so that everything is, you can remember it. And then connect that one. Not sure if there's connection there. Okay, so we could delete that. And then let's do it there. And then here, I want it to be until here in the lower part. I want to align it onto the here. 400, and then click finish. And then let's see how this one looks. There we go. We need to create something here as well so that it looks similar. So I'm going to create here and then fillet arc it 300. Okay, and then we connect this one back here and then go down, trim and extend, and then click finish. So now the look of it going circular. If we change, for example, the material, so just an example, this white, let's make this color I want to change it to black for now so that it's visible. Not sure if we could change it here. Consistent color. As you can see, it looks like it's all combined together. We can make it even circular on this side as well if you want to. If you want to do it further. But you can see the design now. I feel like I want to make this one bigger as well. Maybe only at the top. And then here at the top, we're gonna do the same thing, what we did here, but all the way down, connecting below. And we're going to change the way this windows looks. So by making it linear, something like that, because everything is flowing down. And then I think this is the best thing to do with the design. So make it linear like this, and and lower it down. We might just level this one out. So let's level this one out and then level this one as well. So let's just pull it like that, and I think we're good. I just want to see the height here. Please offset off. Okay. For some reason it's not working properly. Okay, and then here I want to copy things the same, so at least everything is consistent. And then so what we can do is double check here. I want to have, I think the thickness that we created here, I just want to see, I think 700. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to do an extrusion again, create an extrusion, pick a plane, and then we're going to pull it down here, and then we're gonna set here, pick a plane, double check here, and then 700 again. Okay, and then we have this at 700, and then we need to finish this first. I'm going to align it to this part right here because we need to cover this on this side. So we need to go to level 3, create another extrusion. We're gonna do the same thing that we did on this side, but on the fourth floor. Okay, so you can delete this, trim and extend, and trim and extend here. We have 1300 here, 1500 here. Let's make it consistent. Okay, click finish and pull it up, and then align it right here. And then of course we have an extra here. There we go. So nothing is overlapping here. And then here, go to south elevation, edit this is extrusion right here. We need to do the same thing. So we're gonna create here, and then fillet arc SL first, trim and extend, and then fillet arc. It was 300 as I remember. Delete this one and then pull this one going back. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. Fillet arc 300, unjoin them, and then delete here, and then click finish and check it if everything is good. And then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna curve this one as well. so that everything is consistent. Edit extrusion, fillet arc, I think 400 here. Let's double check. I think 400 as well, so that's good. Everything is consistent. If we see now all the curves, and then here I'm going to have something here as well. We could circle this one as well. Edit extrusion. This is level 2, level 4, and then here we're going to fillet arc here. I'm going to do 500, and then use spline. Let's see if this one is, I'm going to, this is too much. I'm just going to fillet arc this. Let's do SL. Trim and extend, and then fillet arc those. Just to give it some curve. We can do the same at the other side, but I think this is good enough right here. And then in terms right here, we could do the same thing as what we did here. So that's level 3. Create an extrusion. I know it's 500. Trim and extend. There we go. Click finish. I want it to be connected. And then lower it down. And then of course we need to clean up. That's over there. And then here we could edit. Fillet arc 500, and then click finish. So as you can see, we did so many of the extrusion that everything looks nice. Of course, on the next video we're going to clean up more and then add more of this extrusion here to make it nicer. So our design will have a nicer view of all of this. We might change this one, or we're going to leave it like this. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.